the fucking game show where the people are in the dark and the guy like
Yeah,
sniffs a
yeah.
thing. He's like, smells like ass, and they're like, correct.
Oh yeah,
All right, let's dungeon some dragons.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Recording has started.
You also recording? Okay.
Of course.
What's
Just in
up?
case.
What's up? Recording?
What's up, man?
All
Testes,
right.
testes, 1, 2.
You suck my
Welcome
balls.
to Zydia, a vast continent covered in blisteringly white-topped mountain regions to the east, verdant forests to the north. Off to the south are billowing green plains and a shimmering sea that fills the horizon just off the coast. Though as beautiful as it may be, it is riddled with monsters and dark magics. Luckily, the many kingdoms of Zydia have employed adventurers across the land to help cull the ensuing enemies of the lands above. One such group of adventurers are busy relaxing in a tavern along a trail after having finished a fighting tournament in the greater city of Sabishoro. Illustrious tunes of merriment and joy fill the air while our party enjoys their spoils of a well-deserved victory. Sitting at the bar in the center of the tavern is our adventuring party. Between the four of you is a total of 400 gold pieces from your previous spoils. And we already know what your characters look like. So what are you guys doing in this moment?
Anybody hungry? I got some stuff.
Yeah, man, I could go for some good set right now. You gonna grill that or what?
No, no, just eat it. Just eat it. Eat it right
Bro, you
now.
into that raw? You into that raw set? Okay, okay.
I think I will avoid the vegetables for now.
Hey, that's a smart move, cat lady. We don't like that fucking vegetable set.
It's
And this,
medicine.
these are some good ass vegetables. I'll tell you what.
Mm.
Oh,
So you put
and you
sort of
are in
smiles.
front of the half-orc woman. She did greet you in the in the previous episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey there, boys. Welcome to Bartholomew's Tavern. What would you guys like?"
Bartholomew.
Who's
Fleetfoot
Bartholomew?
leans in. Do
Oh,
you have any
Bartholomew,
raw meat?
raw meat, you say? Yeah, we can whip up some raw meat. Rather, that doesn't need to be whipped up so much. Give me 1 second here. You see that she goes down into the little stairway right here, and she definitely procures a fat slab of meat. Yeah, that'll be, well, it is the whole thing, so I'll charge you like 5 silver pieces.
Excellent. She pulls out. I'm assuming we have our own little bits of coin in our own coin purses aside from the 400 we got. So she pays out 5 silver, takes out her belt knife, begins slicing off little chunks and eating them as a cat would.
All right. And what else would you guys like?
Hey, do you guys have any eggs? Just eggs of various origin?
Yeah, we got ostrich eggs, we got griffin eggs, we got, normal chicken eggs, we got,
All right, that's
uh,
good. That's good. Give me one of each. Mix them up. I'm gonna drink it.
a man of strength, I see. Lots of protein. All right, here we go. She goes ahead and grabs from underneath the counter and a little, well, you can't see this, but it's like a little box, kind of looks like a fridge. It has like a rune on it that keeps the insides cold. Um, she pulls out one egg each. You see her, she just whips it up real quick, puts it in a large tankard, and she gives it to you. It's almost like a gallon of egg because the ostrich egg is huge.
Yeah, that's some good fucking shit right there. I'm gonna drink that shit up.
All right, I think that'll be. Let me see. Ostrich eggs actually go kind of pricey here. Let's go seven silver.
Sounds good to me. Pay the lady.
Fleetfoot kind of leans over. It never ceases to amaze me how much of those eggs you put away every day.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, cat lady, the thoughts are wicked, but it's worth it. Look at this body.
Uh, the proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Yeah, and there's an awful lot of pudding going down. That's right.
Oh, you don't say. Look at them pecs. I can feel them almost trying to grip me with
And,
their solidity.
and Tyke Meissen starts doing the Terry Crews, bouncing one at a
Oh,
time.
you better stop that right now, or else I'm gonna come right over the table here. Oh, I gotta stop myself. Hold on, hold on. I got some other customers. Did you guys want anything else before I go?
Mushman is okay.
Didn't ask your name, but for sure. Thank you, Mushman. You, Mr. Turtle?
You got any fish?
You want that cooked, or you just like it raw, like your friend over here?
Dealer's choice.
All right, I'm gonna make it easy for myself. He gives you a giant tuna, and he's gonna ask for a gold. She's gonna ask for 1 gold.
Fair enough.
It takes
Do-
up like
I was gonna say, do you know how
almost.
large a tuna actually is?
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be sitting right in front of Mushman
Yeah,
and
it's the
Thornshell
whole
and
friggin' table.
She lifts it
Full
up
ass
with one
fucking
hand, though.
full
She's
ass
pretty strong.
yellowfin.
Yeah, full on, full on. The reverberation of the tuna slamming on the table, like, kind of jolts some of the other patrons.
Just imagine Thornshell face first, not cutting into anything, just raw, bones and all.
Taking
Yeah, that's what we about here. We about eating it raw. We get all the nutrients that way.
big old snapping turtle bites.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys, you enjoy. I'm gonna go take care of this other customers over here. Hey, how can I help you? Blah 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 blah. They start chatting and stuff. While you guys are enjoying your meals and drink, technically.
All right. Fleetfoot attempted to slice off a little hunk of the tuna without without Thornshell noticing. So
Thornshell's passive perception is 17. So, Thornshell, you would have noticed this happening.
You could have just asked.
where's the fun in that?
Just huck off a piece and throw it over.
No.
I have to keep my skills in training.
Yeah, you stay sneaky there, cat lady. I like it.
Mushman interjects. You guys got any potion by chance? Mushman feels a little queasy.
I don't have anything magical. What are you experiencing?
Intense pain.
Hey man, just eat some fucking eggs. Drink some eggs up. You'll be good.
I'm a vegetarian.
Not too bad, so
Unfortunately,
sad.
I only eat vegetables.
Yeah, eat some fucking broccoli or something. I don't know.
Oh shit, broccoli.
Ike, it sounds like you could have a bedfellow tonight.
Bedfellow.
With the
Wait.
barkeep.
Whose bed is this fellow gonna be in?
My bed, apparently.
Could be yours.
Uh-oh.
Did the
Think you should arm wrestle for it.
as they're talking about as the confusion is obvious between them, Fleetfoot looks over to see if the half orc had a wedding ring or not.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Woof.
No.
It seems. Oh, 13. Well, I wouldn't say it's too hard. Yeah, I think you would notice that there was a little golden wedding band on her left hand.
Fleetfoot kind of looks over at the other three. She's married, you idiots.
That doesn't stop anybody. You know,
See
people
this
into it. People into it what they into.
polyamory in D&D.
I don't know, man. Maybe she could be into like a throuple if unfit. I don't know. I don't judge.
Or she's just being flirtatious because
No,
she's the proprietor.
no, dude. What are you talking about? You know, people in the service industry are never nice to you on purpose. They're always flirting with you.
Mushman has lived by himself for his entire life, so he is utterly
Yeah,
confused at what's going on because he has
yeah.
never experienced this.
That's why you eat fucking vegetables, you dumbass. Never heard what protein is?
You still buy them though.
Yeah, whatever. You probably got a fucking B12 deficiency or some shit.
I eat my tree bark.
Yeah, you might be barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, for me. That's all good, Muff Man. You know I'm kidding.
Alright,
Fleetfoot
as you
just
guys have
smiles.
this conversation, out of nowhere, you're barged in by a man wheezing and coughing. Please, somebody, anybody. My town has been overrun by giant snakes and lizards. It's unlike anything I've seen before. The townsfolk, they're vanishing. Please, help.
Damn,
Uh,
next time.
You do see this man. He rushes up to the front counter, straight to you, Meshman, almost as if he's grasping onto your cloak and plead. What do you guys do?
I fall and stumble because I ate too many vegetables
You
and I
probably
have no idea what's
fall.
going on.
Uh, Fleetfoot just looked at him and roll an insight to see if he's just completely full of shit or if he's actually desperate.
Alright, go for it. 16. You see on his face, you can see tears running down his face as he looks at you guys with extreme fear in his eyes. It does not look like he's lying.
What are you doing in a tavern, man, if your entire village is being attacked? Are
Yeah,
there not
don't you,
guards?
yeah,
Is there
don't you
not
know
a
you can
king?
punch those things? You know, what the cat lady said. You can punch them too, but that, you know.
I'm just a commoner. There's all these. They're huge. I can't possibly fight them. I'm just a farmer.
Sounds like a job for my magic missile.
How
Please,
far
I
have
need
you
some strong
traveled?
adventures. It's it's only a little ways away. If you just follow me, I could show you exactly where it is.
If it's only a little ways away, how do you know you haven't pulled them here to attack this town?
Didn't tell you, but the children, my family is still in danger.
And you left them?
We ask him to describe them to see if any of us recognize what kind of beast it is.
I'm disappointed in myself as well, but I had to do something. We don't have weapons. I'm just a farmer. You have to believe me.
At the sound of, or
Hmm.
the at the hearing of the kids, Mushman agrees entirely that we should all join him and follow him to his place of living, place of place. Yes, place, place.
Fleetfoot cuts the last of her chunks of meat up into a few small slices, stuffs them in a little leather pouch that she keeps for road snacks. Looks over at the half-orc proprietor. Is there a King's Guard of this area or something like that? I'm not from around here.
This is a little ways out from where any of the King's Guard would be, but there is one kingdom that's pretty close by, but I don't think this guy is from there.
Pepper, what's wrong?
Well, it seems my companions are going to take him up on his offer. I just figured I could leave a message for someone to send word to some people in authority.
Yeah, I mean,
before we left.
I'm kind of confused why they haven't tried punching him yet. You drinking eggs or what?
Fleetfoot.
Sir, I did what I could. I tried swinging. I had a hoe and I swung at it, but it just felt like I couldn't connect with it for some reason.
Oh,
But
it's
they were
all good, man.
taking the people. They were wrapping around their necks and just vanishing. I don't know what else I could have done.
It's okay. It's okay. I get it. Swinging at a hoe, first mistake, but that's okay. We'll help you.
Can we ask him to describe how they looked and see if any of us recognize it with I don't know, nature or animal handling?
Yeah. He explains that there was quite a few giant lizards and snakes. Some of them were a bit smaller in size. He did explain to you how sometimes when he was attacking, it wouldn't connect for some reason.
I got a
Uh,
+2 on animal handling.
it wouldn't be animal handling. It would be a nature check.
Oh, yeah. I'm out.
I got a +3 on nature. I can.
Me too. I can roll for that. Is this the right one? D4. What? That work? 17.
Yeah,
15.
bad. Yeah. Fleetfoot is paying attention. So.
Oh. Hmm. That does sound familiar. I may have seen something like that before, definitely.
Um, yeah, I mean, you've been on some travels for a while now. You guys have all seen some giant lizards before. Fleetfoot with a dirty 20. You definitely have fought quite a few of them before in your time too. You would recognize the explanation to the best of your ability to being, well, like I said, giant lizards, giant snakes.
Yeah.
In
The
fact, because you did see Thornshell turn into one of these giant snakes before, you would know exactly what he's talking about.
is the him describing them just sort of disappearing and whatnot. Does that sound like he's just mistaking natural stealth for something, or does it sound like there might be something a little more arcane
Uh,
going on?
I'll say with a dirty 20, you might think that it is not. It doesn't remind you of exactly what a giant lizard was or a giant snake would
Hmm.
be able to be capable of, but
Yeah.
you don't know exactly what, not having seen it for yourselves
Right.
yet.
Yeah. So he's describing standard things with a few oddball circumstances that. All right.
Would Bushman with a 20 and living in the forest his whole life be more recognizing of what these descriptions might be?
You guys, Mushman and Fleetfoot, you probably would have like the same amount of
I was gonna say,
information.
Okay.
sort of both
Yeah, so both of you
forest
get
dwellers.
that much.
Well, Fleetfoot looks over at her three chucklefuck companions and realizes that they've probably already internally agreed to go. At least two of them.
Well, I think. I mean, how far away is this?
Yeah. So we're
Because
talking a day's travel.
Yeah, because we desperately need a rest.
Yep.
Both of our
Did we
companions are
not
at 10
after?
health.
Did we not get a long rest or rest?
I was gonna say, did we come here
Uh,
immediately after, or would there have been an interim where we rested?
I think while you guys were eating, you guys could have totally taken like a short rest, but no time for a long rest. This happened pretty much immediately after you guys finished your meal.
I was gonna say, because both Mushman and Tyke are both at 10 health.
I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say.
am in insane pain, intense pain. Do
You
we?
told me those eggs didn't do anything for my health?
Oh, actually, in Dungeons and Dragons, food does nothing for health.
That's wild, bro.
That's why I do not eat.
This isn't Skyrim.
Or any other
However,
MMO.
Eat 20
well,
wheels of cheese.
I was gonna say,
You're telling me
food
I
does.
can't
Yeah,
eat 30 wheels of cheese?
no.
You could, but I mean, you might have to make a con check,
Hmm.
a con save,
I was gonna
But it's
say,
really
your
funny
fart-
that
A constipation save?
a
your farts
constipation
might
save.
even
Yeah.
worse.
Poison attack.
food and normal medicine does nothing, but a good night's sleep can cure most anything.
What does a
Man,
short rest recover?
I wish it was like that in real
Short
life.
rest is an hour.
It
Yeah, you
covers
see
your
this
points.
guy. He's just looking at all of you, waiting for you guys to come. He's just like,
How far is his
Yes.
village?
What's the
oh,
travel time? You
yeah,
weren't
it's
specific.
not too far. Um, it's only like 15 minutes. He rushed here because it was the first tavern that he saw. And he just
Oh.
barged in to ask for anybody who could help because
All right, so if this is 15 minutes down the road, then there's a solid possibility that something will happen here. Well, it's possible.
Yeah.
All right, Thistlefoot, thinking, looks back at the proprietress and, well, if you have any sort of guards or anything around here, you should probably post them up around. If this is only just down the road, it could be spreading. We should go take a look.
Yeah, no problem. I'll go ahead and notify the bar owner, and we'll see if we can set up some security around here.
Yes.
So, are we
You wouldn't
taking a
happen
short
to
rest?
have any arcane potions or anything, would you, for sale?
No, ma'am. This is just a simple bar. I have a simple bar and inn, so.
Yes.
Maybe we can ask somebody else.
Well, you'd have to be quick about it. Is there a apothecary in town?
Well, this bar is actually in the middle of nowhere, so
Yes.
Yeah. What the cat lady was trying to say is we need that good fit right now. Gonna fight them lizards and fit. They're gonna be scraping, clawing. We need the good stuff.
yeah, you know what?
Can
One of
wait.
you give me a luck check, just a flat d20.
I wanted to say, can Mushman call out and ask if anybody in the bar has any healing support
Well,
capabilities?
Yeah, go
we've
ahead
been
and
shouting about it,
okay.
yeah. So
In that sense, Mushman, you give me a flat d20.
Flat d20.
just roll a
Luck check.
20.
Because I'm fucking hurting right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but if you took a short rest, you'd at least be a little better. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
should
a
we-
short
should we
rest. Yeah,
short
I was
rest?
gonna say a short rest would.
No!
Oh, well,
I'm too
nope.
I'm too injured to speak properly.
Yeah, you try to ask somebody, but your words just don't come out, and everybody starts thinking this guy's fucking weird.
Okay.
They
So
try to
Short
avoid
rest-
you.
Yeah, a
So
short rest
are
would at
we-
least let you do your hit dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys can
Yeah.
take short rests.
Okay.
Yeah, you can roll as many of your hit dice as you want.
Which one's the hit dice?
Whatever your hit points are based off of. So
42?
Oh,
6. 6 hit dice. 6. 2,
yeah, but what
3,
type
4,
of die? Is it a D6, a D8?
If I just click it, it's a d6, yeah.
oh,
That's the wrong
so
one.
that means I got 6 health back, right?
If you only roll the one, yeah.
Oh, wait. So I can roll 6? Is that right?
No, you rolled a 3. It adds your con too.
I got you. Okay.
3.
So you don't have to hit short rest. You can just click how many and then hit short rest at the end.
Nani?
so this
Wait,
is the
it
old
says-
rules then, because I just got both
Oh!
my world shapes back.
Yeah, wait. It says 5 out of 6 hit dice. Am I doing this right?
Yeah, you rolled
Okay.
1, so you're down to 5 out of them. So if you wanted more hit points, you could roll another hit die, and then you would have 4 left.
Okay, so I'm rolling that. That's nice. Can I roll an intimidation check to get someone to cough up their goods?
Show me how you do it.
Okay.
Wow.
Mike Tyson, undoes the V taper on his robe a little bit when he gets up onto the bar.
9.
And he's like, guys, fucking telling you, we're going into battle. If there's a potion fella, we need your strongest potion fella. I tell you, potion fella, we are going into battle. We need your strongest potions. And then he just starts fucking wailing, yelling as loud as he can.
Go ahead and roll me
Fuck!
intimidation with advantage.
With advantage.
Roll it again.
Okay, so I got one more.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have used up all of your hit dice, Josh.
I still got 2 left.
Okay.
Yeah,
22. Yeah, as you get up on top of this bar table, Mel kind of doesn't quite like that, and neither does Bartholomew over here. But you do get the sense that people are starting to look. Bartholomew starts moving towards you here. He's like, "Hey, you really can't be doing that. People eat on there." And then this little dude over here, he does pipe up. He comes by. He's like, "Hey, hold on, mister. I think I can help them out real quick." And then he kind of just like sighs and goes back to wiping down the flagon. All right, but be quick about it. And he does move up to you here. Hey, sir. So what can I help you with?
Hey, you got any like healing potions or like anything that could help us in the battle? I mean, literally anything, bro. Eggs would be great if you have any eggs, but healing potions preferably.
Yeah, he pulls out one egg from his back pocket that seems perfectly intact. But go ahead and roll a luck check for me here. See what he's got.
Where's my
Random D20.
Yeah, I was
random
gonna say
D20?
unless you
Just a
have the
D20.
luck feat, it's just a D20.
No, okay, so it's r/D20.
Or you can just push the button at the
there's a-
bottom for D20.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
there's
a button.
Yeah, looks like
One at the bottom right. It's the second to last one.
So,
not the
okay,
D100.
Ah, got you.
That
Hey.
was almost a 1.
AB.
Yeah, I'll say he does have some potions here. He pulls out his bag. He's like, "Oh, I can definitely do that for you. If this is to help others, then I'll go ahead and give you something here.
I
Free of
appreciate that.
charge."
I appreciate that, buddy. Can I roll a sleight of hand to slip a gold piece in his back pocket?
Sure.
Yes.
Wow.
You
Wow.
are the worst
You,
unpickpocket
well,
in the world.
but it's a very obvious tip. It's the extremely obvious, hand the guy the 20 as you're trying to get in the front door.
But
Uh,
yeah, okay.
he's sifting through his bag here. He does pull out 2 potions of greater healing and hands them to you. But as he's pulling them out of his bag, like you trying to slip in that gold coin kind of clinks with the potion of healing in his hand. He's like, "Oh no, I couldn't possibly take it from you. This is for the great battle ahead, isn't it? You gotta save those people. You gotta do the hero thing." And then he just goes ahead and grabs it and puts it back in your shirt for some
Hey,
reason.
I
Fleetwood kind of
appreciate
leans
you,
in and
man.
says, "He's always doing that."
Yeah,
He
I'm
seems
sorry.
like a nice guy. He's looking. This guy is like a halfling, so he's like looking straight up at you
I
here.
was gonna say.
He's like, yeah, dude, I appreciate you. I'll be sending the guardian spirits of my temple after you. And hey, barkeeper, bro, I'm sorry about that. I deemed it necessary for the battle ahead. If you got any like Lysol, just go ahead and wet that up there. You'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, he looks at you, kind of just like grunts, and just continues wiping his flagon. Mel does come up there, and she's like, "Hey, don't worry about him. He's kind of grumpy after the last couple of days, but uh, he'll be all right. Don't you worry about a thing. You guys are still welcome here.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, darling.
Before we go,
All right.
can I roll a perception check?
Ominous.
No. Okay.
All right. Fleetfoot says, "All right, well, if we're going, we should go quickly. I'll run ahead. I can see in the dark and I can keep an eye on things ahead of us. Follow behind and don't fall back." She.
Yeah, the man does go ahead and proceeds to show you the way. It does take about 15 minutes through the beaten path, and you do see a town. It seems a little bit. It seems like it's a little bit loud over there.
All right. Can I get ahead of the others by about like 20 or 30 feet? I have dark vision out to 60. And can I roll a stealth check to find a position and look into the town before the rest of them catch up without being seen?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
That would be with a +7. Motherfucker.
The dice are not on our side tonight.
No.
What was that?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, one. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna send you guys over here right now. So you guys have just entered the town. Fleetfoot, you did come in here first, while the other three stayed back about 20 feet or so.
Okay.
But as you walked into the town, you did start noticing all these giant snakes and lizards. There are people by the well, a man over by a building, and two women off to the right here, and they are all completely surrounded. It looks like the snakes and lizards are very much hostile. But as you make it a little bit closer to try to stealth, you do accidentally bump into this wheelbarrow here, and it knocks over one of one of the barrels as it crashes, and you notice now the lizard and the two snakes look in your direction.
Yeah, it's a herpetologist's wet dream.
And I will have you guys roll initiative now.
All right.
Snake, snake, snake.
Nuggins.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Oh, it's a 7.
Oof.
We are not very initiated.
No, I'm rolling like shit.
The,
Very
the
Well,
dice.
fortunately, the lizards rolled. Well, most of the lizards rolled reasonably shitty. Oh no, never mind.
They just haven't rolled yet.
Yeah.
Sorry, no surprise round. As you begin combat, it's gonna be the giant lizard. This one did notice you, and they're gonna move to block your path. But you do see that this lizard just opens its gaping maw and hisses at you. Up next is this snake right here. This one.
Oh, wait. I did not do my roll as an initiative roll.
Oh, what'd you do?
Oh,
I
yeah,
just did
there's
a regular
Oh, you just rolled a d20.
Yeah, wait. Whoops. What's my initiative thing?
Go ahead and click on your token, and then you'll see your sheet. It should say INI right next to the shield.
Oh, that would be smart, eh? Okay, one more time. Okay,
Oh,
well,
you're first.
that's a little different. No, we're
Get
good.
your head
I'll
out
just
your
go.
ass, tit fucker.
Yeah, let me just go after. No, dude, leave the lizard there. Let me go after.
Okay, you waited for this lizard to come by, but it will be your turn here.
Okay,
Fuck him up.
sweet.
Passion.
Okay, I just have to figure out how to get my like actions back on the screen.
You can't
You
just
click on the
Argon
rush.
little,
combat HUD, the two
yeah,
swords on the
little
left
two
side.
swords, top
Two
left.
swords. Gotcha. Okay, sweet. And it still says game pause for me. Are we good?
Yeah, no, he hasn't
Okay, sweet.
unpaused it yet.
Good. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of. See, I got my bonus. We're gonna do a bonus Astral Arms summon. And then I'm just going to move up, and I'm going to take a dodge action. So Astral Arms dodge action. And I don't have any reaction. Use my main action. Use that. Can I grapple the snake?
Not while taking
Um,
dodge.
Okay.
Yeah, you spent a whole action doing dodge, so you got up in its face, and that's all you do. But you have a
Okay.
bunch of benefits to it by taking dodge.
Okay, yeah,
So
so I'm good.
yeah,
I'm gonna pass that.
yeah, you're trying to be tank. I'm gonna roll click on short rest just for a second because I forgot to do that while we were at the bar, and forgot that since I didn't take any hits or anything, but I can recharge my favorite foe, which I
go
forgot
ahead.
about.
Go ahead.
That is important.
Yeah, there we go. Because I was like, why do I only have one out of three of those? I was like, oh yeah, right.
So are we in the dark right now?
I was gonna say, we have burning buildings? Do we have
Yeah.
torches? What do we?
Oh, can you guys not see right now?
I can
I
see
can
it.
see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's just wondering for flavor and to make
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, it's like midday.
Okay.
Okay.
The sky is a bit orange. You do see. You only see the people in distress. The buildings don't seem to be on fire, but there is stuff strewn about.
Okay, sweet.
All right. That was the giant lizard, and it's the constrictor snake. You'll see that this one's gonna try to attack this person over here. You see it lurches its neck back, and it's going to strike.
No, Monica.
You see the halfling woman. She manages to duck back, but she is now prone against the well off to the side here. You just see her screaming in complete fear right now as the elven man next to her tries to comfort her in ways to like protect her. But that is gonna end its turn. Up next is Mushman Jr.
Mushman is here. My boy is going to target the big snake rat, the big lizard guy in front of us.
Yeah, fuck him up, Mothman.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it with a. Let's do it with a chromatic bullet fire. At level 2.
Is that an attack roll?
That isn't a cast spell. Yes, attack roll. Chromatic bullet
Uh,
is a spell.
you might want to find an angle that doesn't hit the rest of us.
Is it in a line? It's not in a
Well,
line, is it?
you've still got two people standing between you and the other things.
All right, magic missile.
Just don't get a natural one.
No, no chances. We're gonna take magic missile and we're gonna fire it into the air and it's gonna come down on top like a spear. And level 2.
All right, go ahead, roll that damage.
Let's go, baby. 2. What the hell?
All right, you fire these magic missiles in an arch. You see, how many are there? 3, right? 3?
4. He did it at second
4?
level.
Okay.
Yeah, you see 4 of these bolts go straight down onto this lizard. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm perceiving as we speak.
Once my turn comes up, I will be getting out of the way.
Yeah, as your magic missiles collide with this giant lizard, you do take notice that these missiles have pierced all the way through, but the carapace of this lizard seems completely unharmed.
What the hell?
Magic bullshit.
Did any of you guys see that? Did any of you guys
That's
see that?
crazy. That's some
What was
crazy
that?
shit right there.
You see that?
That's a fucking magic lizard
I
right there.
didn't take too much today. What's going on?
Fleetfoot narrows her eyes and waits for her opportunity to do something about this.
Hello, scrying eye.
I don't know why it keeps disappearing. I feel like the session's gonna get fucked in this thing.
Yeah, I
You
was
said
gonna
you're
say,
recording too, right?
Yes, I'm recording.
Okay, sick. We might have to rely on yours. All right, Mushman Jr., is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm going to end my turn.
Jack, I
Hell are
think you're
these
doing the
little
same.
snakes?
Yeah, I think you're doing the same thing as me.
Yeah, you see this one, he's gonna go ahead and get a bit closer here to this guy. This guy is screaming like a little girl. He's definitely gonna try to attack him here.
He's bloodied already, isn't he?
You see that this guy goes ahead and chomps down on this guy. Two people can make perception checks here if they're looking.
I'm too far behind to look.
I was gonna say, Fleetfoot is absolutely watching all of this, so let me.
Yes, she is.
I like that. I
Perception.
like that a lot.
Yeah, Thornshell,
Thornshell?
as you look past the giant lizard in front of you, actually, you know what, with both of those. But, wait, was that Thornshell?
I
Thornshell got the 20.
27.
I got
Yeah.
Fleetfoot only got 16.
Oh yeah, even with everybody in front of you here with a natural 20, you definitely take notice that this giant lizard way in the back. You like hone your eyes in and you see this giant lizard take a bite out of this elven man. But as the maw reaches the sky and lurches back, you do notice that it hasn't made any damage to the elven man, but he is crying and pissing himself.
Fucking illusions.
Understand.
Goodbye, scrying eye.
I'm just not gonna bother.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, that's gonna end his turn here. Up next is the giant constrictor snake in the middle. It is going to try to attack this dragonborn woman.
I want to see what happens.
This one does land their hit. You do notice it's gonna go ahead and lurch its head around the legs of this woman. She starts crying and screaming.
Does she fall down?
As it writhes around her body,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boy, oh boy. Let's fix that. Oh shoot. Uh oh. Am I still?
I have. All right. So, Fleetfoot has 35 feet of movement.
I'm back.
If I activate my feline agility and make a acrobatics or athletics check, whichever you want, can she leap off of that up onto the edge of the roof, down across, and run up to this villager?
Yeah.
I've
Go
got
ahead
enough
and
movement to do it.
take your pick. But as that dragonborn woman disappeared, you would have also noticed, uh, this little half-orc girl. She's like, Petra, Petra, where'd you go?
Okay,
And then she's like, starts crying.
gotcha. All right, so let me see here. Features. There we go. Just throw that into chat just so it's marked. Feline agility.
I lost
Don't.
connection for like a minute
Hmm?
due to my
Where?
VPN. Did the snake just dissipate?
It just disappeared. It grabbed
Okay.
someone and it disappeared.
Beautiful.
So Fleetfoot is running over to one of these villagers to check something and also try something. All right, so let's do acrobatics. I have the same bonus on both of them. Hey, is 12 enough to cat claw up and across?
Yeah, I'd say you could. It'll probably just remove like 5 feet of distance that you could have got though.
Gotcha. Well, I've got 70 with my thing, so I think that
Yeah,
should
you
be
should be fine.
all right. So she crouches down low, and you are all familiar with the way that she runs when she really wants to move, which is why uh, she doesn't wear boots or shoes. Her claws extend out of her feet on the ground and clamp into the ground, and she climbs and claws her way up, sprints across. Um, and the first thing she does is she just puts a hand onto this villager. Does it touch something?
Yeah. You see this half-orc girl. She's crying. She's got her hands in her mouth. She doesn't notice you on approach. But as you do go to touch her shoulder, you do feel the little girl.
All right.
She does jump up in fear, but she sees your face, and uh, she's just in a panic right
All
now.
right. Fleetfoot leans in close before she strings her bow. Be brave. Be quiet. Um, and she's going to, whether this does anything or not, she's going to knock an arrow, and take a shot at that large constrictor that's threatening those two other villagers over there. And take a bow shot. But she doesn't think it's going to do anything, but we'll find out. Alright. That's the normal. No advantage. Alright. A 19 to hit. Does
19
anything
will hit.
happen? Alright, well, I'll roll damage. Oof.
Yeah,
Max
you knock
damage.
back this arrow. It flies true. The snake looks over in your direction as the arrow pierces between its eyes, but it is unflinching and it has no damage to its face.
Illusions.
But you do see that it does hiss at you.
Mhm. Yeah. Fleetfoot shouts out to the rest of them. They are illusions, but they're taking people anyway. The villages are real. Get them to safety. And she grabs the hand of the little girl in anticipation of pulling her along somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, she'll go with you easily. She has no reason to want to stay here.
But yeah, she shouts out, "Concentrate on the villagers, getting the villagers safe. Ignore the creatures." And I will end my turn.
Yeah, that's a leap. Quite the
All
leap.
right. You see this snake right here. They definitely don't have anyone in front of them anymore, so they start scouting the area. They do see you still here. Um, Let me see. This thing is smart enough. No, it's got an intelligence of 1. The first thing it sees is the first thing it sees. It's gonna go ahead and try to take this little girl from you.
Let's see. Do I have anything I can do about that?
Uh, it will hit, but I would give you a reaction since you are trying to protect this little girl.
All right. Well, longbow's two-handed, so there's no way I could be holding something else in my other hand. Oh, wait, hang on.
You can get creative with it too.
Well, I don't need to. I just remembered. Where is it? Yep. As I established already, she doesn't wear boots. Her cat's claws are out on both her hands and her feet, and she kicks out with her cat's claws.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics or athletics here.
All right. Into athletics.
Ooh, that was close. Ooh, hard
Yeah.
attack.
So I'll just say that was against its attack. It rolled a 19. So it tries to lurch out and grab onto this little half-orc girl. But as you notice this and you know that you're protecting her, you yank her away and kick off the stone flooring, getting you just out of reach. The snake collides with the wall behind, and it just hisses at you as you make your way out.
All right.
That's gonna end its turn.
Can I have pulled her in the to the opposite side of it from of me from it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Up next is Thornshell.
Don Shabu.
I get real close. And then, let me see. Cool, 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 cool. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animal.
Above the
At,
table, I was gonna say, I think these things are illusions, and you could probably just fucking run through it. But
Does he need to check first?
yeah, but I still don't know how to. I was just
I
hoping to distract them.
oh yeah,
yeah, that might take an action too to check that.
right. But also, yeah, you're right. Putting more things on out to distract from the villagers gives us the ability to get villagers away. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we above table plan? Like, can I
Yeah,
say what I want to do?
yeah. You guys have been in a party and you guys know each
Yeah, I was
other.
gonna say the
Okay.
the, 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 the fiction is that we as characters have known each other for long enough to be able to know how we fight.
Okay, sweet. Because I'm just gonna roll acrobatics and fucking strangle that snake.
Yeah. So I mean, planning on summoning 4 apes
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. The more apes, the better.
and just putting, more bodies between, the
Yeah.
villagers and
I'm all for that plan.
Yeah, we already got 5 apes in the call. That makes 9.
and so it's got a 60-foot range. So I think I can put 2 here and then another 2 here. And they should have the same initiative as I do, so
Where exactly? Leave your cursor there. So I can
that's
just.
You're supposed to
right
roll a single initiative, and then that's them as
there,
a group.
and then these
Yeah,
two
that's what I'm
spots.
gonna do.
All right.
So this one dude is gonna be in here, but this is gonna be the entirety.
Okay.
It rolled an 8 for your apes.
Okay.
Yeah, you conjure these 4 apes as they surround the 2 constrictor snakes.
Let's see. Bonus actions. I don't have any bonus actions that I want to use, so let's see. So I'm gonna end my turn.
Right. At the beginning of the round before Tyke, as your party begins to realize that your attacks are useless against the creatures, a voice does find its way into your minds. You hear, "Do not waste your energy. The reptiles are ethereal. I will handle the pests. Come meet me at Gero Gero Lake at midnight. I will give you the answers you seek there." And as the voice resounds through your heads, uh, you hear the light sound of a puff of smoke dissipating from afar, deep in the forest, off in the north. Uh, just in the outskirts of the town, the swarm of lizards and snakes completely disperses.
Whoa. Damn it! I want to punch one of those things.
It wouldn't connect, brother.
But what would it feel like? I'm a kinesthetic learner.
And as they all disperse, that will be the end of combat. But as that happens, all of your vision, every one of you, your vision goes white, and immediately an afterimage of a translucent blue lake covered in saucer-like lily pads pours into your minds. The voice penetrates your minds once more. "Head northeast of here and take this talisman." A piece of parchment unfurls before you out of thin air. "Speak the words of the frog native to the east, and difficulty you will find the least. Make haste, adventurers. The multiverse lies on your shoulders."
We need to do frog impressions now.
What do you guys do?
It was Tortle summoning the apes.
Yes.
Monkey.
Monkey.
I was gonna say they last for an hour, so we should skadoodle with them.
Yeah, you just have your 4 apes here. 2 of the villagers, they're kind of just consoling each other. The little girl notices that everyone's safe, but she is still in a bit of a panic here. She does look up to Fleetfoot, and she's like, "Do do you know where Petra went? She she's gone, and she's the only family I have."
Uh, she looks down at her. will not lie, child. I do not know, but I promise that I will find her for you. It
You
is on you
see,
now to be strong.
go ahead and make a persuasion check from
I was going to say. She's got a 0 charisma.
here.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You see the tears welling up in her face, but um, she is quite the strong little girl. She is half orc, and she was raised by a strong dragonborn woman. She's like, okay, and yeah, she goes ahead and tries to muster her strength, and she goes ahead and steps around these giant apes that kind of do scare her, but she rallies up with the people left in town.
The entire wild type my thing is just going crazy over the apes. Like, Turtle man, you thumbing these things? These things are sick. What's their diet like? They train?
They're macros.
I think you should arm wrestle him, Tyke.
Yeah, and
You
type
see
my
one of them notices you and starts sniffing you incessantly, and he's like half an inch away from you. He's like,
yeah. So Tyke Mython starts sniffing him back. He starts sniffing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, you like the smell of this?" And he starts doing the peck popping thing again. It's like, "I'll fucking arm wrestle you, bro. Let's go, let's go."
okay, yeah, um, he immediately understands. He puts his elbow on to the ground. He's like, "Ooh," when he starts beating his chest. He's ready for your arm wrestle.
Athletics check.
Ooh, strength check.
Lo and behold, you clasp hands with this giant ape, but in one fell swoop, you take him to the ground. It almost flips the ape on his back. He's looking a little bit sad, and a little tear forms in his eye. The other ape next to him kind of starts like laughing at him, like,
No, so Tyke Mython, he just straight up, he points at the other ape. He's like, "You be careful, buddy. You're fucking next." And then he puts his hand on the shoulder of the other ape. He's like, "It's all good, bro. You just need to start drinking eggs."
Okay, roll an intimidation and a uh, charisma.
Well, I know one is gonna be better than the other.
Ah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you see this ape just starts laughing at you too. He's belly laughing. He kind of like falls on his back. He's crying right now.
Can I grapple the ape?
Fleetfoot walks over to Thornshell and leans close to him and says, "What point are you going to explain to him that they're not real?"
Let him have his fun.
I suppose.
Mushman looks.
Uh,
Oh, okay, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say Mushman looks over to the remaining stragglers. We best ought to find a safe place to hide while we take care of this.
Yeah, you see the halfling girl. She takes notice of that, and she's like, "Yeah, thank you. We, we'll we'll try to find wherever's safe here. Hopefully, they're all completely gone."
What's the name of the town we came from?
I was
What
gonna
did it
say,
have a name?
send him to the
Uh,
tavern.
well, that
Garthol.
guy that was bringing you over here, he definitely fled after you guys went here.
He tricked
But
us.
he did tell you that this is the town of Aldur.
Well, right, but the one we came from, where we were.
Oh, well, that wasn't a town. That was just a tavern. That was
Okay.
Bartholomew's Tavern. But before that, you were at the Kingdom of Sabishiro.
Right, gotcha. Well, you should go to Bartholomew's. If nothing else, there are more people there. Safety in numbers.
Okay.
Yes. Head
Is
head
this
east.
all that is left of your village?
Give them a gold piece each for lodging while they're there.
Oh, wait, are you guys going back to Bartholomew's right now?
No, I was saying for the stragglers while we go to the Moon Village or the lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was saying I was going to give them a gold piece each for the lodging, so they're safe there.
Yeah, you see the little halfling girl take the gold from you. She bows her head in um, gratitude. And they aren't that far away from the tavern, so they definitely know where it is. So they do head off. They all give their thanks. Janessa, well, the half orc girl, she does go to the point of telling Fleetfoot her name, just in case you guys do find Petra. She says, "My name is Janessa. If you can find Petra, then I would be eternally grateful. We'll be over at that tavern. Uh, I'll be
Very,
waiting."
very well, child.
And they head off into the sunset. While you guys are now alone with four apes.
Yeah,
Loot the village.
Tyke Myson is just still going crazy with the apes.
Yeah, you guys are rustling and tussling. So what do you guys do?
Plunder the village.
Does anybody
Oh
know?
my god.
We are not
Murder
those kind of
hobo.
adventurers. Um, Fleetfoot looks at the rest of them, says, "Well, we've been given a lead on this, and I think we should take it up. I dislike what he said about the multiverse. I have some experience in planar travel and things of that sort. It's always dangerous."
Dude, that one got picked up on the mic.
I
Did
heard
it?
that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It sounded like a car passing, bro.
Oh,
Straight up Harley.
Is that a V8?
straight six, brother. Straight shit.
Get this
Yeah,
beat some probiotics.
Tyke Myson is like, well, guys, I like these apes. Can we take them with us?
Yeah, we should go to the
Can we ride
follow
them?
that lead.
Yeah.
What's their movement? Can we ride them?
Yeah, I'll let you guys ride the apes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Uh,
Tyke
but
Myson. No, that's mine, bro. Get off my ape.
but everyone who's trying to get on an ape here and is not the spellcaster who did this has to make an animal handling
Yeah, I
check.
was gonna say.
Shirt. Fucking zero. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Tyke, you definitely
Yes.
asserted your dominance over
Yes.
one of these already. Mushman, as a person of nature, these apes kind of just agree with you.
My good fellow ape. Yes.
They don't like cats.
Yeah, this one doesn't really like you.
And honestly, Fleetfoot is fine with that.
Can I feed my ape some mushrooms?
Oh Lord.
You do see one of these apes does get on top of the other ape, and it is Tyke's ape. You are riding two apes right now, and you guys head off into the direction.
Before you close things out, uh, the place that we're heading to, uh, if we knew where that was, is it more than a mile away?
Let's look at this again. I'd say it's about an hour away.
Okay.
Damn, we'll
So
get
more than
there
a
and
mile.
they'll unsummon.
What is that? An ape speed?
They have the same movement. It's
Yeah,
still
okay.
30.
At some
God
point,
damn it.
yeah, we might as well be walking for
Well,
the.
you know what? This at least we get to rest.
Mhm.
Should it count as a short rest?
Yeah, that's true rest.
Oh shit.
As you guys are
Hell yeah.
riding
Oh, you rolled for it. I didn't take any damage.
on quote unquote mounts.
Hell yeah, dude.
Mhm.
I'll take it.
In an old fourth edition game I played in, I had a bard, and at some point she gained the ability to summon spectral steeds. So I could summon ghostly horses, and I badgered my DM into letting me roll charisma checks and arcana checks to change the colors and the mistiness of them at will. So most of the time we were riding around on like vibrant purple, shiny spectral horses, just because
Beautiful.
it
Everyone would have
drove
noticed.
party
Got that amber
nuts.
fade horse.
Oh, sometimes they were like pink with like bubbles coming off their manes. It was fun.
I want to do that.
Get a
That's
spell that does that.
oh no. I
Actually,
don't have that.
But
reasonably
yeah,
certain
is
that
there anything else you do here before you guys head off on your apes?
No, dude, Tyke Myson's just talking with his ape. It's like, I
No.
like you. You're a good guy.
He huffs in agreement. He thinks you're tough as well. You kind of get the idea.
No. Use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll wait a little bit.
Use feature. What's my feature?
Hmm. You know what?
Oh,
Yeah. As you guys head to your vague destination, you do take about an hour, and you guys do get that short rest while you walk with your apes. Um, as you get a bit closer, you do feel the talisman pull lightly in a direction.
once we get to within what Fleetfoot feels like is a mile of our destination, at some point during there, while we're traveling, she does concentrate on her detect portal ability, just for her own information to know if we're coming up on planar travel. So I can magically sense the presence of a planar portal.
Hmm. Okay.
It's within a
Uh,
mile of me. The distance and
yeah.
direct.
As you do get closer here, I'll go ahead and bring you over. You do end up crossing a bridge over, um, it seems like a small river, and have viewer.
Oh boy.
Where's my viewer?
Where did my ape go?
It only lasts an hour, boss.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys get to a bridge. You guys walk over it. As you do look for a portal with your magic here, um, you do sense it. There is something very strong. Something. It seems a bit closer to the ground and to the north. But as you do follow the pull, your party makes their way closer to wherever they're supposed to be going. As you guys get closer, you feel this planar shift feeling get a bit quite strong. You notice the foreign symbols on the parchment begin to light up.
Ooh. Let's see.
Strong magics here.
And as it does begin to light up, you see the sheet of parchment stands completely straight, lifting out of your grasp. It zigzags erratically, and as if placing itself on an invisible wall, a wave of energy exudes from it. The scripture shifts into common that reads, password.
Hmm.
Like Mython just yelled pathword at it, as if that was the password.
Mm-hmm.
You see the symbols shake and turn red.
It was worth a try.
Uh-huh.
Mushman makes a perception check for anything
Well,
that could lead to clues to what password might be in the area.
no, perception isn't going to get you that. That'd be an investigation check. But
Or insight.
I'll let you roll an insight.
do I remember if the
Thanks
guy
for
said
buffing me.
anything that seemed like an indicator for that?
Okay. How about you roll a history instead?
Very good. Something about frogs.
Well, for Fleetfoot, that's going to be bad. She's got a -1 to history. So, no, she does not remember.
I got 0.
You do remember a little bit. He did say. He did say. Where did it go?
What does the fox say?
It's always one person.
It did say speak. You remember the words speak the words.
Let Mushman do a history check on what he might remember.
Didn't he say? It wasn't speak friend, was it?
You want to roll the history check?
Yes, sir.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it now. My brothers in arms, 15.
Yes, you remember clearly exactly what he said. You try to think back on this mystery voice. It said, "Speak the words of the frog, native to the east, and difficulty will find the least. Make haste, adventurers, the multiverse lies on your shoulders."
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Frog of the East.
Mushman ribbits at the freaking wall. This says password.
You see it turns a bit yellow, but in the end, it does turn red and shakes once more.
Oh,
I think you're onto something, Mushman.
I thought it was a bat. For a mushroom guy, he remembered pretty well.
Did he share what he remembered with the rest of us? Did he say anything, or did he just start riveting?
Frog to the east, and the troubles you have the least. I think that is what he said to us. Speak those words, my friends.
Does Fleetfoot know anything about frogs in the East? That doesn't seem like a natural thing. And frogs don't usually speak.
Maybe we should go to the right and see if there's any frogs.
Yeah, so Tyke Myson just like immediately is like, I'm gonna catch a fucking frog.
Throw
But
a
he
frog.
doesn't know which way east is, so he just goes up to the water. He's like, where are you fuckers? Need a frog.
Frogs don't speak. That'd be bullywugs.
This
Yes, it's
wall is
magic.
amazing. I go to the edge of the water, very right of the wall. Can I perception check for any frogs?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I
Let
found
me see.
frogs!
Dude, you found all the fucking frogs.
If there's any frogs to
Yeah,
find.
so you do see a little green frog. It starts swimming slowly up to you. It looks you dead in the eyes.
Just kind of weird. Hey guys, I found a frog. Come here, I found a frog.
It
Is
leaps
it
up onto your
saying
face
anything?
and grasps onto your cheeks as it whispers to you. Ghetto, ghetto.
Then an inner city frog?
It's, it's on my cheek.
No, it's
Ghetto,
Sergeant
ghetto.
Frog.
Ghetto, ghetto.
I take the frog off my cheek and throw it.
Before you can, it goes ahead and kicks off your face and falls into the water. And
Bastard.
swims away.
Did it speak to you?
Ghetto, ghetto my ass as I walk away.
And as soon as you say that, the wall completely disappears, and you are now faced with a giant lake with koi swimming around and filled with lily pads.
Whoa. Amazing. You seeing this, Tyke? You seeing this?
This is crazy. These fish are all colorful and shit.
I dare you to grab one.
Mike Tyson, Tyke Myson, whoops, rolls animal handling to just grab a fucking fish.
I feel like that's more like a sleight of hand.
Oh, you're speaking my language, buddy.
Buddy. Buddy! Oh.
Mark.
With a 14, I think that's. Okay, this song is like way too intense right now.
I was gonna say, battle music.
This is the theme
Fish
for grabbing a
catching
fish.
music.
Yeah, you go ahead and try to grab this fish. It slips out of your hands, but at the end of its leap, you do manage to get a hold of this giant koi fish. It's like the size of your body. Uh, as as you do grab this, you see a small figure reveals itself from the large tree.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna roll sleight of hand to steal the fish from Tyke Myson.
Fleetfoot just starts walking across this little bridge, leaving the goofballs behind.
Tyke Myson is just like fully grabbing onto all arms, all legs on the fish.
What the hell? I got 21 on the fish.
It's like, hey, cat lady, where you going? We got some food.
Can I pocket the fish?
Dude, it's the size of your body.
Oh, is it?
Giant fish.
Oh, do I do a
Okay.
constitution
As you
check?
guys are gooning about trying to grab these fish,
I
this
put it.
small figure reveals itself from the large tree by the lake. You see out comes a small blue-green grung with a large billowing scarf covering half of its face. It says, "Mighty warriors, it is good to finally meet you face to face."
Nice to meet you? Question mark?
Yeah, he does greet you. He does a deep bow. He says, "I apologize. Although this area is hidden from these realms, I wish to speak in a more concealed location." As he looks through your party here, uh, with a gentle but serious gaze, he takes a deep breath as he puts his hands together. The fish in the lake swirl about voraciously. Tyke, with the fish in your hands, it slaps your face and goes back into the lake. Uh,
Motherfucker.
they
But I
start
stole it.
swirling about so quickly, and you hear the grung. He goes, "Yumo guizi faiji zao, yumo guizi faiji zao, yumo guizi faiji zao." As the trees bluster against the wind, you see their green leaves turn to a swift bloom of pink cherry blossoms, flourishing off the trees in a swirling tornado of pink. Without warning, you feel this gravitational pull as the water envelops your bodies. The entire party is sucked into the lake, air escaping your lungs. Each of you swirling about in the vicious waters turns to a slow ebb and flow. The water tastes salty. At the last second, you remember your need for air as you rush up to the surface. Before you now is a seaside dock where you see a few small rickety fishing boats and houses. The likeness of these buildings seems completely foreign. Looking down on you from the deck is that same grung crouched in a slight confusion.
So
So
what
we're
happened to the fucking fish?
My
so
man.
we're
Well,
floating in the water.
Yeah, you guys are floating in the water.
You see the Grung is looking down at you in confusion. He looks and says, "Apologies. You were supposed to land on the deck, but I suppose I did not calculate the distance well. Get up."
Fleetfoot reaches to grab the closest edge of the boat and misses and is visibly miserable.
Sorry about that. He does go ahead and try to give you a hand here.
Tyke Mython rolls his acrobatics check.
Yeah,
Acrobatics.
like a koi fish going up a waterfall, you easily get up on top.
Yeah, that's how you do it, cat lady.
Acrobatics.
That
Oh,
was quite
shit.
impressive. I would almost think that you were part fish.
Well, I almost fathered a few fish babies, if you get my drift.
I did see that. Please don't touch the koi fish.
Fleetfoot stands there on the dock and shakes her entire body, her fur flinging water in all directions.
It almost looks like this Grung kind of likes it, because water.
Mm-hmm.
He does end up giving you some room here. Mushman, even with like a 9, I'll say that
I'm
you are
fucking
able to get
drowning.
up. It just takes a little while, because your cloak is
So
completely
big.
soaked at this point.
Yeah.
Mushman loses 2 magic mushrooms from inventory.
You ever fall into a river wearing all your clothes? It's goddamn miserable.
Yeah.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. He does bow with a heavy angle. He does say, "Apologies again. My name is Karo."
Nice to meet you.
How are you now?
Hey, what's up, dude? Where the fish go?
The koi fish stay in Garo Lake. They are part of the portal that we use to get to your realm.
Oh, so I can't keep one?
No, they are traditionally kept there and are uh, they are very important to the portal's power.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
It is all
Fleetfoot
right. You did not know.
glares down at the grung as she's still shivering and shaking bits of moisture out of her fur and says, "I do not generally appreciate involuntary planar travel. It is most disagreeable."
Roll an intimidation check for me.
Say she's not trying to be intimidating. It's just she's just angry.
Yeah, but you're big and
Yeah.
he's 3 foot.
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a wet angry cat.
He does take a look at your claws that are slightly extending out, and he does bow again, a little sweat beading off his face. Uh, and he does just continue to apologize. But he does go to the point of saying, um, "I do want to talk about what you guys saw in that town previously. I do know a little bit of I do know about what's going on here. Those ethereal snakes and lizards you saw in town were seeking sacrifices. The Lizari, our natural enemy, sent them. You know, luckily, their power is not great enough yet to truly manifest their minions into your plane of existence. The Lizari are a group of lizard folk that seek to take over our swampy terrain. For years we have fought against them alone, but now they seek to take on new territory and take over all of Zydia as well. Get out.
Before we continue, can I persuade him to let us use one of the barrels to light a fire to dry off?
Yeah?
Use my cantrip create bonfire.
I want to use
Yeah, try.
firebolt. You create bonfire? Do it. I'll
Hmm?
persuade him though. I'll do the persuasion.
Oh, I was gonna
I'll
say
roll.
I was gonna give you guidance, but that's all right.
I'll let you have guidance. Go ahead and roll that D4.
4?
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, he does hear you out here, but he's like, I would actually appreciate it if you did not set fire near these docks or near these villages here.
Yeah. The Fleetfoot sort of glares at the rest and says, I need to be on dry land to have conversations of importance. And she just begins stalking down the dock.
Before you're able to make it too far away, he does say, come with me, I must show you to the chief of my village, for he has tasked me with finding adventurers strong enough to fight the scourge that is the Lysari. But immediately, as you start walking, he does swiftly pull out a paper ball and smashes it into the ground as smoke flumes encapsulating the party. Poof, as the smoke settles, you find yourselves inside a home where you see another small grung. Older in stature, he has a long gray beard and mustache that nearly touches the wooden floor. Wrinkly red skin that has been aged over his lifetime catches your eyes. You can see wrinkles beneath his cloudy, squinted eyes. The older grung is wearing only wrappings on his lower half.
Were we supposed to go into a new map? Or did you, what?
Oh shit!
Yeah, there we go.
I just
you guys were
assumed it
supposed
was
to go into
the
the map.
theater of the mind.
No, we're not doing that here. But yeah, you see Kororu quickly bends down on one knee whilst looking down and eyes closed. Hey, Foragu, I have brought strong adventurers just as you requested. You see the red-orange grung cower in fear. Whoa! The grung turns around hastily to his surprise. Kororu, again with the mindless intrusion. How many times do I have to tell you to use the door? And tell me first before you bring in guests. I can't keep face as the chief if you keep bringing in people whilst I am in my undergarments. You see the chief tries to cover his saggy, wrinkly skin.
Oh, can I roll a perception check on his physique?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need to roll a perception for this. You do see, he's, you do look him up and down. He's, he's a little bashful about it. But beneath his wrinkly skin, you do see a set of pretty strong-looking abs.
So Tyke Mycen immediately is like, hey man, you look pretty good. You drink eggs?
What, Kororu, what kind of adventurers did you bring in here? My apologies, Chief Foragu. They are the strongest that I have seen yet. The chief does look at you and he's like, I mean, I do eat eggs. I don't drink them. That's a little odd. But enough of this. He goes ahead and rushes into a back room and gets changed into some formal attire. He comes back out with a natural elegance in his gait. Welcome, weary travelers. I am Foragu, the chief of the village Rebat. May I ask your names, adventurers?
Mushman is
Fleetfoot.
Mushman.
Yeah, I'm Mike Tyson. What kind of eggs you got around here?
You're Tyke Mycen.
Oh, my bad.
It's
I'm
intelligence
I'm
minus
too in
1.
character, bro.
So in character, I love it. Mike Tyson, Tyke Myson, which one is it?
It's Tyke Mycen. My bad. Been
He's got-
going too hard on the Mushman mushroom.
He's
I
got
see.
dyslexia.
Might have got a concussion when that koi fish slapped me.
Yes, those koi fish are quite voracious, as one would put it. And you, what is your name, adventurer? He's looking to you.
I bumped Darnshell's arm lightly. Hey, he's asking you
Oh.
a question.
So sorry. Thornshell's my name. Wild shaping's my game.
Well, I like the cut of this one's ship. All right. Um, well, let's just get down to business, yeah? I assume. Oh, I totally switched voices. I assume my astute disciple has filled you in on the state of affairs that bears issue on our village. Is that correct?
Wait,
Poorly, but it was explained.
What? What was that?
He
What?
gave a very terse explanation, and then transported us here. Again, against our will, as she glares over it.
Yeah, Karoru's like looking away, whistling. Um, but Origu's like, yes. He does do that quite often. I've been telling him to stop, but he just keeps using up the supplies. Anyways, we've a problem within the village, and other outlying villages as well. You see a more serious look finds his way on his face.
Well, it would appear that it is further than just your village if it is impinging on another plane of reality altogether.
Yes, thing about the Lizari is that they seem to want to just continue, and they will continue to consume whatever they can. They are infamous for their impromptu kidnappings, of which our people have been taken and never to be seen again. My belief is that they are taking us and harvesting us for sustenance, that of which I am sure. The reason that they have gone to your plane of existence is much to do the same to your people as is to ours. If we do nothing, their power will grow, and they intend to relinquish no one to their dastardly plans. Please, if all would help, if all of you would help aid us in our strife, we would be greatly indebted to you all.
Tyke starts looking around at the party. Like, okay, okay, that sounds good enough. But want to arm wrestle for it?
What?
You arm wrestling.
No, it's where I take your hand in my hand and then I flip you over like a fucking ape.
I am much too old for that. If Karoru would like to, he can. Karoru looks over at Chiforgu in like disdain, and he's just like worried a little bit. But remembering his loyalty to the Rebot village, he uh, takes a bow and goes ahead and sets up on this table here. If that is your wish, Jiforgu.
So I'm gonna cast Arms of Astral Self, and then we're gonna roll a what is that? Athletics check.
Yeah, it'll be athletics check.
This dude's like 3 feet tall.
Can I
Just
roll an
go
insight
for him.
check to see if Tyke Myson is cheating?
Um, well, as you do pull out those arms, Forgu's like, this one's a monk, I see. He does look quite strong. Karoru, you better not lose this. He looks over to Chief Forgu and he's like, "Huh, Chief Forgu, of course." And he sets his elbow down, and you guys clasp hands. You do, as you guys do touch hands here,
You get
you're
poisoned,
gonna need to make a
big boy.
Constitution saving throw.
Let's go,
Yeah.
buddy.
Who's bigger?
Oof. Oh,
I
you
got a
barely
14.
made that.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what? You do feel the mucus kind of like go around your hand. It feels a little stingy, but before the poison can completely set in, you do flip him over on his ass because he
Goddamn.
rolled a 10. He just goes flying, this little grung, and he like collides with the kitchen. uh, the kitchen stove over here, and he just clinks off. Ugh, ugh. Wow,
And so
this one is very strong.
Tyke Meissen is just like, okay, okay, now we got the pecking order settled. I'm ready. You guys want to help these guys?
Brother, you are in my seat. You want to arm wrestle for it?
Don't need to roll another check. I'm good.
That's what I thought.
Chief.
I was wondering if that was gonna come into play. The fucking poison skin.
Damn.
Yeah, as you guys are like trying to decide whether you guys are gonna help or not, Forgu does pipe up here. He says, "Of course, you will be compensated greatly. Our
Yeah.
village, unconnected to the outside world, does not use the same form of currency that you all use, but we will aid you with our strongest magical items."
I'm in. I'm in. Tyke Meissen's in.
Yeah. Bad.
Say less, brother. Say less.
Also, you may keep said items once the deed is done. Now please, come with me. You do see he starts leading you off into this direction here.
As
He,
I hope
As a
I get.
chaotic neutral turtle, I too enjoy killing unlawful lizards.
yeah, as he walks through this area here, he proceeds towards a blank wall. He looks back, he says, "One moment, please." As he places his hands clasped together, a puff of smoke flumes around the area. Poof! As it reveals a hidden door, which he proceeds to enter. It leads to a tatami room. The chief takes down a painting from the back wall.
My man is full of secrets.
As what is it? Kororu comes in the room after everybody. Tyke Meissen daps him up. He's like, "It's all good, bro. It's all good."
Roll
Yes, of
another
course, of course.
Constitution save.
Yeah, go ahead and roll another Constitution save.
Yeah, buddy.
DC 12.
Fleetfoot's just chilling back there. Yes.
Enjoy that poison damage, brother.
Yeah, he daps you up so hard. He even like pulls you in, does like that fist on your back, and like keeps you held there. He's like, "Are you in there? Are you in there? Are you in there?"
Like swimwear, buddy.
Oh hell yeah! You do feel the mucus kind of seep into your hand as you are now poisoned.
Yeah.
It's only for a minute though. You do start feeling a little weird. Yeah, the chief pulls down this painting here and it reveals a few hidden items.
It's a
He
good
pulls them
thing.
out and sets them before you. You see, good?
Oh, I was gonna say it's a good thing most of us aren't wearing shoes in the tatami room.
Yeah, you see, he does notice that and he does appreciate it, even if he doesn't say so. He does show you these items now. Before you, you see a silver sickle, a prismatic robe, a red feathered bow, and thick leather wrappings. He sizes all of you up, and he says, "That's not it." He hands the bow to Fleetfoot if she's in the room. Are you in the room?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Sorry, I just don't usually move on the map when I'm not.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, he goes over to you and brings you a red feathered longbow. He says, "This is the Phoenix longbow. A longbow wrapped in phoenix feathers that emboldens your arrows with the flames of a legendary creature. Your arrows will tend to home in on your targets more often than not as well."
Excellent. I shall make good use of it.
you should see that in your inventory now. He does. He brings over the robe as you see a beautifully mesmerizing robe that blinds your foes with its dazzling multitude of bright light. He explains that, and he hands it to you, Mushman Jr. It seems like you like robes, so this one seems awfully fitting for you.
Well, thank you. Mine is quite wet right now. This is a good fit for me.
Yes. Where is my hospitality? He does pull out a scroll, and it casts prestidigitation on everybody. So now you guys are all nice and clean, not wet.
Ah, what a relief.
And for the druid, here I have for you the moonberry sickle. A sickle that resembles a waning crescent moon. The sickle will strengthen your healing spells. It also has a little container in the hilt that produces good berries.
Will be most useful on our journey. Thank you.
But of course, adventurer. And he looks over to you, Tyke, and he shows you some leather wrappings. He says, "These are the wraps of Diamak for you, monk. I have the wraps of an ancient warrior monk. Dependent on your martial prowess, these wraps will increase your ability to take damage. Required, you take rests every so often."
Like my son just starts going crazy. It's like, oh fuck yeah, that's my frog guy. That's my frog guy.
Oh, this guy's hype. I like it.
Can I roll animal handling to give him a hug?
They're
Can I roll?
technically
Can I roll?
humanoids.
Can I
You
roll?
can roll a charisma check.
Okay, charisma. Charisma for hug. Ability check.
You go in to reach for this hug after he hands you the wraps. He's like, "Whoa, what the hell, man?" He backs up. He's like, "I don't know you like that. I mean, we could probably get to know each other like that, but I'm married. You need a backup. Kororu, handle this guy." He does step in front to stop you, but he does give you a hug instead.
Yeah, Constitution check.
You're already poisoned.
No. Okay.
I'm rolling it anyway, buddy.
More poison.
What the fuck does poison do again? Hold on.
It's 2d4.
Mark, I must advise you against hugging or touching him.
Oh, actually, well, it would have been disadvantage on that one too, but yeah, you already failed it, so
Yeah.
yeah, so you're poisoned again.
Yeah.
But yeah, the chief moves over to get your attention once more after you've gotten all your stuff. He says, "Now, I have some extra knowledge I wish to impart upon you all before you set off. The Lysari are known for their secrecy and use of subterfuge and deception. I cannot stress this enough. Over this decade-long fight, we have learned little. My chosen will guide you to one of the camps that they have set up near our village in order to find a way to their main village. I implore you to learn where they hid the orb of power and bring it back to us. This orb of power was once under the supervision of Rebat village, and holds great power keeping this realm's nature in complete balance. Although now it is exalted in darkness, so do not stare into it, for I am unsure of what it will do to those with an untrained will. I believe it is the source of their current power and the reason for their want to destroy all in their path."
Sounds good. Sounds good to me, buddy. Can I punch it now?
Punch
Punch
what?
one. Can I roll an
Did you-
intimidation check to tell my tank Myson to stop touching stuff.
Like,
What's he asking to punch?
just anything. Tyke
Yeah.
Myson's just like he's got the wraps on and he's punching his own fists back and forth.
Please, this is my home. Do not destroy anything if it can be uh, avoided.
So Tyke Myson just like hits the power stance and he starts throwing air punches.
Wow, that is quite impressive. If you need anything else, our village has many shops to aid you. Just show them this. He hands over an insignia in the shape of a black wooden frog encrusted with gold engravings. This will allow you to gain access to wares under my name. But please, do show some restraint. As my village is not the wealthiest, and I must reimburse my people of the items you purchase.
I believe I shall be fine, just with arrows and potions.
Wait, when do I get to plant it?
When I track it down for you, so I shall
Oh,
have to start soon.
wait.
Also, Kororu, please come back alive. I do not aim to send my best to an early grave. See, Kororu bows deeply and places his hands together, one open palm and the other a closed fist. Ha! Chief Orc, for the honor of the Rebot tribe! Yes, yes. Now go, my champions. I eagerly await your return. And as you guys go ahead and leave his little home, you do find yourselves in the middle of the village of Rebot.
Sorry, and that gold that we had earlier, did we presumably just split that?
I assumed we would split
That's
it
up to
4
you
ways.
guys.
Okay. I'm just gonna add a one in front of my.
No, Tyke Myson knows that he's bad with gold, and so does the whole party. So he's got nothing on him because he'll just spend it.
But yeah, as you guys exit this little home, you see a small river that leads underneath a bridge. There are quite a few buildings here. They all kind of have like a Japanese kind of look to them. Like an older, like,
Edo period, brother.
There it is.
yeah. You do see a little shop, pretty much like off to your left if you're looking straight forward. Over the bridge, you see a little tavern. Um, Off to the right of the tavern, which is like over here, you'll see like a little apothecary and a little blacksmith shop down at the bottom here. These other ones kind of just look like houses, little homes.
So there was a trader. Is it this one?
Yeah. You guys go over there?
I would like to.
I was going to say, we should probably think about stopping soon, because some of us have work in the morning.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask when.
We could stop here, but if you guys wanna,
I was going to say, this feels like a solid spot to sort of put a pin in it.
yeah, this is pretty much where I stopped it last time too with the other group.
Beautiful.
Welcome to Frog Village.
Wait,
There we go.
before we end, Tyke Myson pops his visage of astral self to amplify my voice for all creatures within 600 feet.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna roll an intimidation check,
Oh my
and he's
god.
simply going to say, "That's right, Big Dick's back in town."
Mhm.
Oh my god, that was almost a 20. Yeah, well, you can't see what's going on inside, but as players, I'll tell you that like there was some grung in there. They were in their beds or
Mhm.
just going about their daily lives, and they all just kind of jump up and simultaneously. You do see some other grung enjoying their meals over here by the tavern outside. Um, you see them shiver and shake as they look over and see you belting out this insane thing.
I was gonna say you just startled the
Okay.
shit out of everyone in town.
I was gonna say, do
hot
they
damn.
speak common or is it just gibberish?
Screaming is screaming is like
Universal
say.
language.
You'll have to find out next time. But some of these grung inside, outside, they end up taking their plates inside and finishing their meals in there. Some of them end up just leaving back to their homes. They're like, we need to. It just seems like they're trying to avoid you at this point.
Mm-hmm. Time to go.
Yeah, with an unmistakable lisp, that should not lead to anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you guys find yourselves in the village of Rebot, about to head off to the shop, that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Cool.
Nice.
You said
We
you had to
didn't
take
die.
next week off?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here next week.
Okay.
But we will do. What is the 25th is next week, so it's gonna be like
The 1st
the first.
of September.
I'll